Good morning, Primary 5. Today, we're going to learn about national hero. In this lesson, we're going to know the national hero that is important in achieving independence and also fighting the colonial. Each of these heroes have contribution or role. Now, let's start the lesson. First of all, why is it important for us to know national heroes and why are they important in our history? The definition of a hero is a person who is admired and acknowledged for their courage, outstanding achievement, and noble qualities. While national hero is something different. They're a hero that made a significant positive contribution to the growth and development of society or a country, and they represent all of us. Without this hero, Indonesia may not exist. Maybe it still haven't gotten their independence. Or it may not be what it is today. Yeah, it may be very different. So without this hero, we will not be what we are today. And which is why we honor our national hero by celebrating National Hero Day on 10th November every year. Remember, in this moment, you dress up as many heroes and have a fashion show usually. Okay, so first national hero is Sultan Hasanuddin. He was born in Makassar, 12 January 1631. He died in 12 June 1670 when he was 39 years old. His achievements are: first, he got a nickname Rooster from the East because he was so brave, like a rooster. He's a patriot from South Sulawesi. He is also he was also a prince of Goa Kingdom. He was able to combine forces with small kingdom in East Indonesia to fight the colonial. This is one of the movement that is important in the east of Indonesia. Next, we have Tuanku Imam Bonjol. He was born in Bonjol 1 January 1772. He died in 6 November 1864 when he was 92 years old. His role and achievement is he was a leader who fights the colonial in West Sumatra. He was famous in a war called Perang Padri. Next, we have Kapitan Patimura. He was born in Maluku 8 June 1783. He died in 16th December 1817 when he was only 34 years old. His achievement was he was a war general in Maluku who fight the VOC Netherlands. He is also a leader who combined two big kingdoms, the kingdom of Ternate and the kingdom of Tidore, to fight off colonial. Then we have Pangeran Diponegoro. He was born in Yogyakarta 11 November 1785. He died in 8 January 1855 when he was 70 years old. His role and achievement are a prince of Yogyakarta who is famous for Perang Diponegoro. He was awarded as Java War General. He was able to push back the colonial and he invented this open warfare and guerrilla warfare strategy. So it's like you hide in a tree and then attack them, ambush them, and then you run away again, you hide again, and then ambush them again. He do that so even though they lack of the weapon, yeah, they are only using bamboo and swords, while the colonial used guns, they were able to gain advantage in the forest. Next, we have Cut Nyak Dien. She was born in Aceh 1848. She died in 6 November 1909 when she was 61 years old. Her achievement is she was a leader who fought the colonial in Aceh. She leads the army after her husband's death in war. Yeah. Then we have R.A. Kartini. Now this achievement is very important because she is one of the women in Indonesia who wants emancipation. Who wants to bring women equal to men. Yeah. So she was born in Jepara 21st April 1879. She died in 17 September 1904 when she was only 25 years old. And her achievement was a pioneer in women's rights, established school for women. At that time, women may not go to school. She was one of the person who made women go to school. She created a lot of books, and one of the popular book is called Habis Gelap Terbitlah Terang. Next, we have Dewi Sartika. She was born in 4 December 1884. She died in 11 September 1942. Her achievement is the first woman to establish a women's school. Her school molds students to have the same skill as men. So she established a school especially only for women, yeah, different from Kartini. Yeah, was acknowledged by the world for her achievement. And then we have Agus Salim. He was born in Kota Gadang, 8 October 1884. He died in 4 November 1954 when he was 70 years old. His achievement was he was a minister, a political genius, and a very good diplomat. He was also able to speak many languages. He is a leader of Syarikat Islam. Yeah. Next, Ki Hajar Dewantara, place of birth Yogyakarta, 2nd of May 1889. He died in 26 April 1959. His achievement was he was one of the activists of Indonesian independent movement. So he was one of the person who started the independent movement. He fight to give the rights for education for all Indonesian citizens. He will establish Taman Siswa University. Then we have our first president, yeah, Sukarno. He was born in Surabaya, 6 June 1901. He died in 22 June 1970. His achievements were he was one of the person who initiated Pancasila as a country foundation. He was Indonesian independence proclaimer, and he was the first president of Indonesia. Then we have the first vice president of Indonesia, which his name is Muhammad Hatta. Place of birth Bukit Tinggi, 12 August 1902. He died in 14 March 1980. His achievement was he was also an initiator of Pancasila, in the first Indonesian independence proclaimer, the first vice president of Indonesia, and he invented cooperation atau bapak koperasi. Ya. It's like a shop where you pull out money together as an investor and sell something. Yeah, and last two more. First is General Sudirman. He is from Purbalingga, 24 January 1916. His date of birth is 29 January 1950. He died in a young age, 34 years old. His achievement was the first and youngest general of Indonesia. Indonesia figured in fighting wars for independence. He was very, very brave. He protected Indonesia from colonialism after independence. And last is Bung Tomo. Place date of birth Surabaya 3 October 1920. He died in 7 October 1981. His achievement was he was one of the person from Surabaya to fight the VOC or this in this term they call it Nica in 10th November 1945. So this is one of the reasons why we established National Hero Day on 10 November. Yeah, so it becomes a Hari Pahlawan. He was also a journalist in Surabaya. So the story was after Indonesia became independent, Netherlands still tried to claim Indonesia as their land, and Bung Tomo, who was not afraid, tell the people of Surabaya to drive them off, and he put the flag of the Netherlands, he tore it up, yeah, it was three color, and when he tore up one of the flag, it becomes two color, red and white, which is Indonesian flag. And this is one of the movement to maintain Indonesia as an independent country. He also know the motto as it's better to be independent, die, independence or we die. Yeah, so he preferred to be independent than being enslaved and still be alive. He also became a minister. Okay, now your assignment is to make a picture of one of the national hero, write the achievement, post it on Scholar, and the teacher will assign the students which picture to draw. Okay, that's all. Thank you.